commandments. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. The earth gonna expose her blood, and nobody gonna be burying nobody no more. You gonna see this. You have to see this. That's why you look at 1 Thessalonians 4:16. 1 Thessalonians 4:16. First Thessalonians 4:16. For this we say unto you, for the Most High himself shall descend from heaven with a shout. And Amashak Yahushai, he sent Amashak Yahushai in Revelation 19:11 to judge and make war. So the Most High Amashak Yahushai himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead by Hashem, that have died by Hashem Amashak Yahushai shall rise first. See? Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Most High Amashak Yahushai in the air. So shall we ever be with the Most High Amashak Yahushai. Wherefore comfort one another with these words, it says. See? So, look at Ezra's, the 2nd chapter, verse 16. 2nd Ezra's, 2nd chapter, verse 16. That's why I say, when people say the Apocrypha is not legit, the Apocrypha speaks straightforward. Listen. 2nd Ezra 2:16. And those that be dead will I raise up again from their places. Just like we done read in 1 Thessalonians 4:16. And bring them out of the graves, for I have known my name in Israel. Hear that? That's why they died in the name of the Lord and Savior, Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashak Yahushai. They died knowing the Most High's name. They knew in the name of the Lord and Savior. They knew all of this. That's what's going to be raised up. Also, in Revelation tells us, again, same thing. Look, as we've seen in 1 Thessalonians 4:16, Revelation 11th chapter, and verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither, come up hither, come on up here. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud. The cloud represents the chariots, the angels of the Most High. Psalms 104:3. He maketh his clouds his chariots. And it tells you how let's get it, rather than paraphrasing. Go to Psalms, the 68th chapter. Hold that. Go to Psalms, the 68th chapter. And let's read it just the way it's written. Psalm 68. And 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000. Even thousands of angels. See? Thousands of angels. The Most High is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. Okay? So now, going back to Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Enemies going to behold us going up in the cloud. And the Bible tells you what they're going to say too. Exactly what they're going to say. In the same hour was there a great earthquake. This will be something going to happen before this great earthquake. Most likely bring that destruction. That's why he said in Isaiah 26:21. Hear the word of the Most High. For behold, the Most High cometh And Hamashiach, he come to judge and make war out of his place, to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity, for their wickedness, for sins, for breaking the Most High's law, statutes, commandments. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain, right? So what's going to happen? How are you going to do it? Revelation tells us, Revelations 11, 13, in the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake was slain of men 7,000, the complete number of men. And the remnant were affrighted. The remnant going to be affrighted. And gave glory to the Most High power of heaven. Second war is past, and behold, the third war cometh quickly. So that's happening. Understand this. Overstand this. So we in this. It's too late to turn back. It's too late, y'all. Isaiah 33 and 1. Isaiah the 33rd chapter and 1. You gotta look at, for all that's been done and being done, you look at everybody can see that is foul against us. That's how you're gonna recognize the wicked. Because anybody that look at what has happened to us, most of us, he was just a little displeased with them, and they helped forward the affliction, right? And the verdict says, who possessed and slay them and hold himself not guilty. Everybody can see this. It's to the point where they just not taking it no more. It's like it's too much. It's too much for them to even fathom that they getting away with it. That's why I said, hey, Isaiah 33 and 1. Woe, destruction to thee that spoil it. You spoil. You spoil it. And thou was not spoiled. You do the things you do and you not being spoiled. But you spoil other people's life. Parents of those that watch their children being put to death, hands up, don't shoot, you shoot them in the back, they running, it's like you got another day to catch them. No, you got to shoot them down, verdict not guilty. Choke them out, verdict not guilty. No punishment, no judgment. Put your knee on their neck until they die, verdict not guilty. Like I showed you, children, girls, boys, men, women. I showed you pictures. Look at the first part of this lesson, part number 1. I showed you pictures. I got to update it. I got to get another sign. It's outdated. So many of them died since then. Woe, destruction to thee that spoileth, and thou was not spoiled. Spoiled. And dealeth treacherously. You hear that deal? Treacherously. Treacherous actions against us, the children of Israel. And they dealt not treacherously with thee. Come on, let the man up. The man can't breathe. Dealing treacherously. Just waited till he died. This is the second time I've seen that. I woke up one morning on the Sabbath, and somebody had sent me a live stream from their window. Well, it wasn't around the police, but they had a zoom camera, and the cop was just on this Mexican guy until he just died right there. He never got off of him. And the police came. I don't know what's happened, but the police came, and they didn't look at him at all. He just sitting on this dude. They went up the steps, they guns out and everything. Didn't see nothing was happening. They came down. Didn't nobody stop him from sitting on that cat. They walked right by him, just like you see. It was 3 other officers with my brother in Minneapolis, and none of them stopped him. They was all part of it. They walked right by him. They walked right by him. Nobody said, get off of him, you killing him. Nobody said anything. Second time I seen that. Well, the third time, you know, I mean, I actually seen it happening. It was live when I seen it happening. I think with the last one that happened in Minneapolis with the brother. That was live, I think. So the whole world's seeing this. That's why it says, woe, destruction to thee that spoileth, and thou was not spoiled, and dealeth treacherously. That was treacherous. And they dealt not treacherously with thee. They just saw I'm talking. It's going, like it says, whoa, that destruction, that means destruction. That destruction going to come from somewhere. Believe this. When thou cease to spoil, when you cease, say, oh, we got to stop doing it. We got to stop doing the things we have done. Oh, they ain't nobody forgot. They ain't forgot. The Most High ain't forgot. Remember that. That's why this is the word of the Most High. When thou cease to spoil, when you cease to do the things that you're doing to us, spoiling us, and think about the mother, the father, the siblings, the brothers and the sisters. They got to watch their brother die that they loved. They got to deal with it. They spoil. It's hurtful. When thou shalt cease to spoil, when you cease to stop doing the things you've done, thou shalt be spoiled, because that's when payback gonna come. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, when you think you ending dealing with the things that you have done, they shall deal treacherously with thee. See, it's gonna be a change. The Most High get into the minds of men and women and children to make them do what He wants them to do. Let me show you. Give you an example. I know some of y'all should know where I'm going. Job 33 and 14. Job 33 and 14. For the Most High speaking once, yet twice, yet man perceived it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when you're sleeping, when deep sleep falleth upon them men, and slumberings upon the bed, then He openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction. Remember He said, His purpose is going to go out. And He said His word not going to come back void. He purposed it, you hearing it, it's going to happen. He said, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumbers upon the bed, then He openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction. You hear that? You open up the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction. He going to tell them exactly what they got to do, that He may withdraw man from His purpose. See that? His purpose, the Most High purpose, going to come about. You going to disannul His purpose? I don't think so. He already said you can't. Then He openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction, that He may withdraw man from his purpose. Whatever they think to do, they're going to do exactly what the Most High says they're going to do. And hide pride from man. See? That's how it happens. That's how this works. That's why it says, Isaiah 33 and 1, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, when you think you're going to stop dealing treacherously, you realize, oh man, we done messed up. We got to stop doing this. They shall deal treacherously with thee. They're going to deal treacherously with you. That's why, understand this. Ezekiel, well, you can go to Ezekiel 25. Payback is something else, man. Judgment is something else. But the Most High purposed this. It's not something that, I know I didn't write it. I understand it. As a servant of the Most High, as a friend of the Most High, and the Mashiach Yahushua, I understand it. Ezekiel 25 and verse 12. Thus said the Most High. This is the Most High saying this. Not me, not you, or anyone else. This is what the Most High saying. Because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance. That's what you see. Anytime you killing us unlawfully, and most of this all unlawfully, look at all those faces that I showed. And that's not all of them. That's just the amount that was accumulated up until that time period that they can get. Thus said the Most High power. And you can see those pictures on the first lesson. Go to the first lesson. You'll see that I gave a lot of information with pictures. You know, a picture with 1,000 words. I gave a lot of pictures to show you what they have done. Thus said the Most High power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended. You know, Most High say you greatly offended him. Let me say he was just a little displeased, and you helped forward the affliction. And have greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. You have to revenge yourself upon us. Dealt treacherously with us. When you think you're going to stop dealing treacherously, Most High say, hey, they're going to deal treacherously with you. Listen to what it says. Thus said the Most High power. Because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. Verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. That's the judgment. I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger. Can you imagine this? I try and figure this out in my mind. The anger of the Most High. Do in Edom according to the anger of the Most High. You see a hurricane, floods, tornadoes, tidal waves, earthquakes, lightning storms and thunder and so forth. Like he said, you're going to be visiting the Most High in Isaiah 29:6. I'm trying to understand. According to the anger of the Most High, according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, said the Most High. That's why Yasharallah, we have to follow what these scriptures say. That's why he said in Zechariah 3:8, therefore, wait ye upon me. It's the Most High, said the Most High. He said, wait ye upon me, said the Most High, until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation. He's going to pour upon these kingdoms his indignation, even all my fierce anger. That's what's coming upon you. That's why I say you looking at us, but you can keep on doing what you're doing to the chosen people of the Most High, but there is a price to pay. There is a price to pay that you ain't understanding. You hear what he said? Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Most High, until the day that I rise up to the prey. But my determination is to gather the nations. He gonna gather all the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them, these kingdoms, my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. That's what the Most High said. Thus said the Most High. So how's he going to do it? 2 Peter 3:10. We're going from the old to the new. And in between. Everything in between. 2 Peter 3:10. How you going to do it? Let's look at it. And the elite of Edomites know They know certain things. They might not know the Most High, and the Mashiach got shot, but they know certain things about their destruction. I can show you. I'm gonna show you. All praise to the Most High. 2 Peter 3 and 10. Second Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Most High will come as a thief in the night. You know when the thief coming. He said the day of the Most High gonna come like a thief in the night. A thief coming to your home. I mean, you're gonna be unexpected. Those that don't know these prophecies. But the day of the Most High, he said, wait ye upon me till I rise up to the day. He gonna pour out his indignation upon the nations, his fierce anger upon them. But the day of the Most High will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt. This is with fervent heat. That's fire. Let me say the fire of his indignation. Fervent heat. Over 1 million degrees Fahrenheit. And then some. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Everything you got gonna be burned up. Saying then that all these things shall be dissolved, meaning gonna vanish away, he gonna melt them. Most I said, I'm gonna melt you. He gonna melt, say gonna dissolve everything. He made the elements, he made the atoms, the protons, the neutrons, the elements of the world. He made everything. You think he can't dissolve it? This is what he said. With this fire saying then that all these things shall be dissolved. Like they say in California, they was saying it was like fire coming from the sky. That fire was like, I mean, they looked around, it was like melted. Things were melted. Melted. Like, you know, you see the cars, they melted. What kind of fire is that? They got to evacuate everybody because it was like a war zone. They know this. You see in Phoenix, the chariots are all the time doing maneuvers and stuff. They're just playing around. But eventually, they're going to come for the real. Like I said, this is what we're reading about. This is the real right here. There ain't going to be no maneuvering and stuff. You see them in the sky. They're going to come to do the will of the Most High. But the day of the Most High will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. That's the sky, a galactical battle in the sky and on the earth, on the land. Great noise. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Saying then that all these things shall be dissolved. He gonna dissolve everything. What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and righteousness? See? This is how you're supposed to be, and not looking at the world. The world gonna send you straight to hell. You're gonna burn right here with it. All you that think, oh, well, I could just go over this way. Yeah, you better have your fun now because the Most High gonna burn your butt up. He said, I'm gonna melt you. Like he melt all the different materials. He gonna melt you. He gonna send you where the worms never die and the fires never quenched. You ready for that? All over a stupid act. I mean, come on. Look, y'all gotta understand. They say the righteous scarcely gonna be saved. Some of you have an opportunity to be able to make it to the kingdom. You're not concerned about the secrets that's here because you ain't asking about those. You're just getting whatever you get and think that's enough to make it to the kingdom. Say the righteous scarcely gonna be saved. Understand this and understand this. Knowing that everything gonna be dissolved, he said. You're gonna be part of that because he said, I'm gonna melt you. If he gonna melt everything you can see, we flesh. He gonna melt everything of every material on this earth. Anything they have made, he's gonna melt it. Everything gonna be dissolved, he said. He said, when I can show you in the Bible, it said ain't gonna be nothing but dust and smell of smoke for every last Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force that's coming against them. Mashiach Yahushua. That's what they preparing. They go up in the sky. They preparing to fight a Mashiach Yahushua. Right now, they got a brother going up there. Last time the sister went up there, the school teacher, the Most High blew up the whatever it is that they fly in, blew it up. Spacecraft, whatever they call it, trying to go to their space station out there, trying to find a way to hide. You ain't going anywhere, ain't no hiding. You only go so far in the sky anyway. You think the Most High don't know? He created all that. He allow you to do whatever you're doing. So it'll be a good, great galactical battle. That's why they're going to cleave, the nation going to cleave to us, because they're going to realize ain't no more Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, ain't nobody to help them. Period. That's why they're going to realize that we are the chosen people of the Most High. Most High will, it'll be us. If not, we'll be hopefully one of those that's coming back with a Mashiach El Shai. Either way. The kingdom's coming to Israel, the Israelites, forever and ever and ever. So, it says, saying then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and righteousness? You're supposed to be talking, having a holy conversation. That's why he told us, teach your children. Teach your children these laws, statutes, and commandments, so they can teach their children, instead of being wicked and accepting it and wickedness, thinking that's cool. A lot of you of the world, you're going to die with the world. Because you like the world better than you do this righteousness. You can't tell them how to be righteous. Tell them, well, this is righteous, because the Most High going to bring the judgment. Once you done told them, and they look at, you can look at me all you want to. I'm going to tell you what's right, then the Most High bring that judgment on your butt. Then you say, oh, when he start chastening you, or he sends Satan on you, like he did Job. Job thought he was so righteous. Most High said, hey, he's a righteous man. But he thought he was righteous. And he thought he was like, to the point where the Most High couldn't deal with him. They don't understand. Most High have his purpose. His word go out. You know, every morning he brings his judgment to light. And some of you have an opportunity to know more than what you should know, and you're not taking advantage of it. Oh, he gonna bring Satan on you. You believe that? It say, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High and Mashiach El Shai, wherein the heavens being on fire, heaven on this earth, and the skies being on fire, galactic battle in the sky and on this earth being on fire shall be dissolved. You hear that? Everything gonna vanish away, gonna be dissolved, and he gonna burn it up. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, he promised us this. Look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness, wherein dwelleth the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. And we can believe in the Most High, the Mashiach El Shai, without having the devil or the people that's wicked be involved with us to try and turn us away from the Most High to follow them in wickedness. Oh yeah, we got opportunity, y'all. But we got to take advantage of the opportunity that we have. See? Most High told Hosea 5:15. Most High told us this. See, some of you think you ain't gonna reap this. You're gonna get it. Hosea 5:15. He said this. Israelites. He said, I will go and return to my place. We were so wicked, so evil, sinning against the Most High, breaking his laws, statutes, commandments, his rules and regulations. He said, I will go and return to my place. I'm going back to my place. I'm going back to the fourth dimension. Till they acknowledge their offense, till we repent. We acknowledge the fact that we have sinned against the Most High. We have broken his laws. He said, all you need is me. All you need is me and my only begotten Son. You can eat of the tree of life and live forever. Don't eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Don't deal with the devil. Don't deal with Satan. But no, we're going to see what it is. It tastes good. Oh, I like that. Oh, the world. That's the world. Calling you back. Calling you to the world. So you can be dissolved. Like we just read. Oh, don't get it twisted. The Most High said, I'm going to melt you. I'll melt you. So here we are. It says, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense. You can't keep going to the Most High, offending him, going. Mashiach El Shai said, look, let's deal with it. Hebrews 10:26. Hold that. Hebrews 10:26. So a lot of y'all think, oh, since y'all heard about repentance, all I do is repent. I ask the Most High to forgive me, and keep going back doing the same damn thing. Hebrews 10:26. For if we sin willfully, that's why I say you got to acknowledge your offense. If you sin willfully, you know that what you're doing is wrong. You could come up with, like I said, leaning on your own understanding. You got to come to these scriptures and prove what it is that you're dealing with is right, according to thus say the Most High's word. If not, you roll it with Satan. Period. Satan has deceived you. He deceived the whole world. And you part of that deception. Sad, but it's real. That's what he say. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth. You don't receive the knowledge of the truth. You know what's right from wrong. If you don't, you can ask, am I right, am I wrong? You don't care, the Most High gonna deal with your butt. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin. You hear that? That means the Mashiach is not. His blood don't cover you. If you keep doing the same thing, you don't change. Become a new creature. Become better. Have more humility. Some of you just caught up in one thing. Okay, just like Moses. He allowed the children of Israel to get on this nerve. The Most High said, through the angel of the Most High, who was a Mashiach, the other side, speak to the rock. And you're going to bring forth his water. His water is the Most High's water. Just speak to the rock. And Moses said, must we, him and Aaron, to the people, fetch water out of this rock for you? He going to bring the water out of the rock? Nah. He was told, speak to the rock, and it's going to bring forth the Most High's water from the rock. Give the Most High the glory. All glory to the Most High, because like you keep saying, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. All praise, ultimate praise to the Most High. Kodash, 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 holy, 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 is the Most High. Period. Ain't nobody, and no entity, nothing, but the Most High, the one true power. That's what we got to exalt. Period. That's why he said. But if you do this, if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth. And there's no excuse for any of you that has come into the truth. You've been called into the truth, and you're supposed to know everything. He said, I know. Or you should ask to make sure you're on point, because you are. Ain't no excuse. You can't say, well, he ain't tell me, because I don't know your mind. I don't know what you're thinking. But if you sin willfully, after that you have learned the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. Think about it. Mashiach say, I ain't going to the Most High on your behalf. So now you got to deal with the Most High. Ain't no mediator between you and the Most High now. You just like the ones that Torah-based, I guess, that don't believe in the Mashiach being the mediator between us and the Most High. Or see him in the Old Testament, as David said in Psalms 110:1. The Most High said unto my power, Hamashiach Yahushai, as an angel of the Most High, spirit of the Most High, sit thee on my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. Where he went back to the right hand side of the Most High. Where he's at now, waiting on the Most High to say, go and judge and make war. It's in the Most High's hand. David understood that. He said his power was a Mashiach. But as the spirit of the Most High, he understood this. That's why Mashiach said, how am I David's son? When David said through the Holy Spirit, the Most High said unto my power, sit thee on my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. And nobody asking no questions no more. Listen, verse 27. But of certain fearful, being scared, being afraid, looking for a judgment and fiery indignation. You come with that fire to burn people up, which shall devour the adversary. But you couldn't be the enemy of the Most High, because why? Adversary mean enemies. Why? You become the enemy of the Most High. John 4:4. You adulterers, some of you married. You say my husband or my wife. Adulterers and adulteresses. You women that's going against, go sleep with another man, you married to a man. You adulterers, you men that's married to women and you going out there sleeping with some other man's woman. That's adultery. And adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? So the world makes you an enemy of the Most High. It makes you at war with the Most High. You understand this? When you've been called to the truth, And we ain't no squares, we ain't no L7s in the truth. I mean, it's better than being a Christian. Better than being any religion. You name it. Come on. Ain't no comparison. Because they can't show you the way to eternal life. They can't show you the way to have your name written in the book of life. Name them. Which one? Or what leader? Or who you think is leading people to everlasting life? That's not a Hebrew Israelite. Who? I don't think there exists. I haven't seen them. I'll be peeping out a lot of so-called leaders, preachers, and those that call themselves people looking up to them. I don't see them bringing forth certain things that the Most High said He showed us secrets to His service to prophets. Are we the Israelites, Hebrew Israelites? Is us seeing history and geography and the Bible prophecies and so forth? I don't see them bringing this out. Where they at? Comment about them. Show me who they are. That I can check them out. Because I be looking around. I ain't seen it. I don't hear them saying that the so-called white man killed him, Mashiach Yahushua. I don't hear them saying that. Where? I don't hear them saying that we the children of Israel. They look at the Jewish people as the children of Israel. And they can't even name the tribes. There's 12 tribes. They can't even name the tribes. I ain't found one that could yet. But they call themselves the chosen of the Most High? Come on. So all you that want to go back to the world is in the world? It's sad because I know so many brothers and sisters as an elder that's back into the world. But you think you can fight against the Most High? You think you can war against the Most High? That's what it say. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? You at war with Him. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. Say you the enemy of the Most High. You ready for that? I don't think so. Go back to Hosea 5 verse 15. I will go and return to my place, the Most High said, till they acknowledge their offense, till we acknowledge that we have offended the Most High, and seek my face. Why we got to seek His face? Why do you think He said we got to seek His face? Why do you think it says, and seek my face? The reason why He's saying that. That's not just praying to Him, you got it. No. He said He wants you to seek His face. And seek my face. Seek the Most High's face. Because we offended Him so very bad. Ezekiel 39 and 23. That's why we got to seek His face, because it says, and the heathen, these other nations outside the 12 tribes of Israel, shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. We broke the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. These other nations know this. So they're not trying to have you come back to the law. That's why they got everybody saying we ain't under the law. We under mercy and grace. That didn't happen just now. You were taught that by your grandparents, your great-grandparents, who you knew them. This is what they taught us from slavery. You ain't under the law, you're under mercy and grace. Let the heathen know that we went into captivity. The house of Israel, that's we the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, went into captivity for their iniquity, for us breaking the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, being wicked. Because they trespassed against me. You know? Because we trespass against the Most High by breaking His laws and His commandments. Therefore hid I my face from them. That's why he's saying, seek my face. Only way you're going to seek his face is to come back to his laws, statutes, commandments, his rules and regulations. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. Not our friends, but the hand of our enemies. So fell they all by the sword. According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. That's why he said we got to seek his face. Go back to Ezekiel 15 and 5. I mean 5:15. So like Ezekiel 5:15. Hosea 5:15. Salakia. Hosea 5:15. Salakia. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense, that we acknowledge that we have offended the Most High, and seek my face. We got to seek his face because he hid his face from us because we broke his laws, statutes, commandments in their affliction. Come on, y'all. That's why we got to cry to the Most High. In our affliction, they will seek me early. In our affliction, we say we're going to seek him early. And he didn't know this. That's why it's such a threat to them when we're talking about coming, repent, keep the commandments. That's a threat to them. Because they know. They know this. Look at Judah 5, 5th chapter. Book of Judah, the 5th chapter. He didn't know this. 5 and verse 17. And which they sin not before their power. When we don't sin before the Most High, we keep his laws, statutes, commandments, and we coming back, repenting and coming back to the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, they prosper. We prosper. Because the Most High that hateth iniquity, Most High that hateth wickedness, hateth sins, was with them. Most High was with us. He was with us. But, just a condition. When they departed from the way which he appointed them, and keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. Listen. That's why we read Ezekiel 39, 23, and 24. He didn't know this. But now are they returned to their power. Now we return to the Most High, keeping his laws, statutes, commandments, and are come